If you're like a lot of people, you've probably never even rode in a Defender or driven a Defender. So maybe the question you have that a lot of others have is, are they comfortable? And to answer the question, yes, they are extremely comfortable. But let me give you a little background first. Is a classic vintage Land Rover stock comfortable? And I'll tell you, yeah, it's pretty comfortable. It's definitely doable. I mean, it's not a Denali comfortable, but it's comfortable. But the things that we do to a Helderburg make these extremely comfortable. I've done many of trips where I've taken a trip and went for thousands of miles and gotten out and still felt very fresh. So things that we do to make them comfortable is starting with the suspension. The suspension's been modernized. We have polyurethane bushings, we have modern shocks, we have the proper coil springs. So we've done a lot to the suspension because that's where the comfort will actually start. The vehicle doesn't drive like a truck. It drives like a modern day SUV is the way it drives. So moving from the suspension, let's move into the interior. We also do extensive sound deadening and insulation to make the cabin comfortable in the sense of your heat or your cold, and then also the sound. So you can go down the road. I mean, granted, it does have the aerodynamics of a brick, but the sound in the cabin is pretty quiet. We even take it a step farther and we do a thicker glass than traditional Land Rover glass. Again, that's also for the sound, but it's also for the environment, keeping the cabin cool or keeping it hot. And then talking about seats. The original seats in a Land Rover Defender, not the most comfortable, but not bad. These are built specifically for the client, and it's a modern design seat. So not only are the springs a modern design, but so is the foam in the seat. And we go through a lot of effort to make sure that that seat is very comfortable and it won't wear down, it won't break down after a number of years. It will keep its true shape, true form. The seats also have lumbar, and you can slide them back, you can slide them forth, you can recline them. And then we also do the steering wheel in the proper size and the center console, or the center cubby, whatever you would prefer to call it. So you have an armrest. So yes, a Helderburg Defender is extremely comfortable, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in a modern day SUV or a Helderburg Defender when it comes to comfort.